What if I told you I ran my entire finance function with AI tools for 1 week? No analysts, no accountants, just me, a laptop, and 6 AI tools. I tracked every task, measured the quality, and timed every output. Some results were incredible, others were terrifying. Here's exactly what happened. This is the Faceless CFO. This is the video several of you have been asking for. Not theory about AI, not hype. An actual experiment. 1 week, real finance tasks, real AI tools, real results. Let's get into it. Here's how I set it up. 7 core finance tasks, spread across 5 days. Day 1, monthly close checklist and journal entry review. Day 2, budget versus actual variance analysis with commentary. Day 3, 13-week rolling cash flow forecast. Day 4, quarterly board deck preparation. Day 5, AR, aging analysis and collection priority. The 6 AI tools. ChatGPT and Claude for analysis and writing. Excel Copilot for spreadsheet automation. Power BI, Copilot for dashboards. Gamma for presentations. Xero and QuickBooks, AI features for bookkeeping. And email AI for drafting collection letters. I scored each task on 3 dimensions. Speed versus doing it manually. Quality on a scale of 1 to 10. And risk. What could go wrong if you trusted the output blindly? Day 1, monthly close. The task. Review 247 journal entries, flag anomalies, and prepare the close checklist. I fed the trial balance and journal entry list to Claude. Asked it to flag entries over $10,000, identify unusual patterns, and generate a close checklist. Speed, 45 minutes versus a typical 6 hours, 87% faster. Quality, 8 out of 10. It caught 3 of 4 anomalies I had deliberately planted as a test, but it missed one, a subtle intercompany entry. Why? Because the AI didn't know our entity structure. It lacked context, risk, medium. You cannot blindly trust AI on journal entries. Verdict. Excellent first pass. Terrible final sign-off. Day 2. Variance analysis. The task. Compare actuals to budget across 15 line items and write variance commentary. I pasted the P and L into ChatGPT. Asked for the top 5 variances with 1-sentence commentary for each. Speed, 20 minutes versus 3 hours, 89% faster. Quality, 9 out of 10. The commentary was surprisingly insightful. It identified that revenue beat budget because of an enterprise client signing early, and that COGS overran due to subcontractor costs. Almost exactly what a human analyst would write. Risk, low. The data was structured and the task is pattern recognition, which is exactly what AI excels at. This is where AI genuinely replaces analyst hours. Day 3, cash flow forecast. The task, build a 13-week rolling cash flow forecast. I gave Claude our historical cash flow data and asked it to project 13 weeks forward with assumptions. Speed, 35 minutes versus 4 hours, 85% faster. Quality, 7 out of 10. The structure was perfect, but the assumptions were generic. It didn't know about our upcoming lease renewal, a large client payment delay, or our planned equipment purchase. Risk, high. A cash flow forecast with wrong assumptions is worse than no forecast at all. The AI built a beautiful spreadsheet that would have been dangerously wrong without human input. Verdict. AI builds the structure. You must own the assumptions. Day 4. Board deck. The task. Prepare a quarterly board update using the 6-section framework from our earlier video. I used Gamma for slide design, ChatGPT for narrative, and Excel Copilot for charts. Speed, 50 minutes versus 2 hours. 58% faster. Quality, 7 out of 10. The slides looked professional. The executive summary was decent, but the strategic commentary was too generic. It lacked the so what that comes from actually running the business. Risk, medium. A board deck that looks polished but says nothing insightful is worse than an ugly deck with real insights. Boards detect AI-generated fluff instantly. Verdict: great for formatting and first drafts. The narrative must be yours. Day 5. AR Aging and Collections. The task: analyze the AR Aging report, prioritize collections, and draft 3 collection emails. I fed the AR Aging data to Claude, asked it to rank clients by risk, suggest collection priority, and draft emails at 3 levels: gentle reminder, firm follow-up, and escalation. Speed, 30 minutes versus 2 hours. 75% faster. Quality, 9 out of 10. The prioritization was excellent. It correctly identified that our largest overdue client was also our biggest revenue source, requiring a diplomatic approach, not an aggressive one. The emails were professional, firm, and graduated in tone. Risk, low. The worst case is a slightly imperfect email that you edit before sending. This is one of the best AI use cases in all of finance. Do this immediately. So, here's the full scorecard. Monthly close, 87% faster. Quality 8. Risk medium. Variance analysis, 89% faster. Quality 9. Risk low. Cash flow forecast, 85% faster. Quality 7. Risk high. Board deck, 58% faster. Quality 7. Risk medium. AR collections, 75% faster. Quality 9. Risk low. Total time saved across the week, approximately 19 hours. Average quality, 8 out of 10. Could I have run finance with only AI? Yes, no, absolutely not. The AI was wrong or incomplete on at least one critical item every single day. But could I use AI to cut my finance workload by 60 to 70%? Yes. Without question, 3 rules I learned from this experiment. Rule 1. AI is a first draft machine, not a final answer machine. Always review. Always verify. Never submit AI output directly to anyone. Not the board, not the auditor, not the CEO. Rule 2. AI is brilliant at structure and pattern recognition, terrible at context and judgment. It doesn't know your business. It doesn't know your clients. It doesn't know that your CFO's wife is on the board. You do. Rule 3. Start with low-risk tasks, variance commentary, email drafts, data formatting. Earn trust there before you hand it cash forecasts or tax calculations. AI won't replace CFOs, but CFOs who use AI will replace CFOs who don't. Start with one task this week: variance analysis or collection emails. See the results yourself. If this experiment surprised you, hit subscribe. New videos every Tuesday and Friday. Drop a comment and tell me, which finance task would you try with AI first? I read every comment. Next video, 6 AI tools I actually use as a CFO. Not hype. Just the ones that survived this experiment. See you there.